Hi there everyone, Mark from Retribution Gaming here, and I'm welcoming you back to Let's Play Broken Sword Shadow of the Templars. In the last episode, we got blown up outside a cafe by a psychotic clown, and have taken it upon ourselves to find out why. And now for some strange reason we're about to go down into the sewers beneath Paris. Okay, so I guess we're going to find out why George is a little bit strange. If you like this type of content, please do consider leaving the video a like, and if you're not already, please do think about subscribing to the channel. But now all that's out of the way, let's get to it. Okay, so here we are in the alleyway outside the cafe that got blown up. We've just opened the manhole cover, and for some strange reason, George, I still don't know why he thinks this is a good idea. But down we go. I hear the Paris sewers are lovely this time of year. Right, well, here we are. I mean, that straight away looks suspect. Let's go take a look.
As I picked up the plastic ball, I realized it was intended to be worn. It was the clown's red nose.
Okay, so we definitely know he came down here. I mean, where else would he have gone? He ran into the alleyway. And we've got a couple of other things. I mean, this may not be 100% accurate and representative of what the Paris sewers look like, but I mean, that does look fairly cool, to be fair. I mean, I still probably wouldn't want to go down there, but anyway, what have we got here?
I scooped up the sodden tissue. It was cold and greasy, like breakfast leftovers.
That sounds wonderful, George. Why did you not just leave that on the ground? That's disgusting. What's this?
I took hold of the scrap of material and unsnagged it from the spike.
Okay, it's material. Let's just have a quick look at it, shall we?
It was the scrap of material I'd found in the sewer.
Okay.
It was the soggy tissue I'd found in the sewers.
Still disgusting. I love the icon for the nose.
The nose was hollow. Printed on the inside were the words La Risée du Monde, Paris.
Huh. Clue, maybe? What's the... Oh, okay. Yeah, we're not moving those spikes, I don't think. So let's head up the ladder then. Hi?
Hi there. Hold it right there, you sewer rat. I knew you'd come back. And now I've got you.
What are you talking about?
You're trespassing. Come out of there, immediately.
That's what I'm trying to do. Give me your hand.
Ha! You won't catch me with tricks like that. Keep your distance, monsieur.
Okay, okay.
Now, what were you looking for?
Well, after all that, he seemed to get out of there fairly easily. What were we looking for? Who are these guys? I don't know, but we were looking for a clown anyway.
I was looking for a clown.
Huh, ridiculous. Do you really expect me to believe that?
He planted a bomb in the cafe and blew it up.
What? The cafe? Blown up? Mon Dieu.
How did you not hear it?
And you say the person responsible was dressed as a clown?
That's right. He blew up the cafe, escaped into the sewer, changed his clothes, and came up here.
Ah, mon Dieu. Then, the man I chased, do you think that man and the clown are one and the same?
Well, yes, it had crossed my mind.
Ah, that still does not explain what you are doing down the sewer. For all I know, you are in league with him.
Oh no, I'm just a tourist.
Haha, most tourists are content with the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, or the Pigalle. I didn't realize my waste pipes were such an attraction.
Not your waste pipes, they're the Paris sewer system, and they've been a tourist attraction for some time. So, yeah, anyway. Maybe not necessarily this section of them, though. Okay, let's... What are we going to ask him about? Let's ask him about the nose.
Take a look at this false nose.
I've never seen it before in my life.
Okay.
Do you recognize this material?
I am not telling you anything.
Uh-huh. Well, there's a way to get him to cooperate. Remember Rosso's card?
Perhaps you'd like to take a look at my card?
What is this? Inspector Augustin Rousseau? What does that say? Hominoid Division?
A homicide. I think the ink's smudged.
Then you are not a tourist.
Okay, I'm not. I lied to you. And I'm sorry.
Don't apologize, monsieur. You know, I had a feeling there was something different about you. It is your posture, your poise. Oh, yes. There is no mistaking the bearing of a disciplined man. And I should know. I was in the army, you know. When I was your age, I was fighting for my life in the African desert. How can I help you, Inspector?
Let's start over from the beginning and tell it just like it was.
Okay. Yeah, so, what can you tell me about this nose?
Take a look at this false nose.
Aha! That looks like a clown's nose to me.
Precisely. He must have dropped it in his panic.
Unless he wanted you to find it.
Why would he want to do that?
To put you off the scent.
Don't need to talk to him about the manhole key, I don't think. Right, this fabric now.
Does this piece of material mean anything to you?
That is the same cloth as the jacket I found. I'd recognize that pattern anywhere.
Okay, well, moving on to the jacket then.
Now, about the jacket you found. Do you have it here?
No, monsieur. One of the sleeves was badly torn, so I sent it for repair. A pity, because otherwise it was a fine piece of quality tailoring. It had the tailor's name inside on the label.
Okay, we can keep asking.
Where did you send the jacket?
I gave it to an itinerant Romani seamstress.
Just my luck.
Of course you did. Right.
Was there anything in the jacket pockets?
Not a sou. You know what I think?
Do tell me.
He changed out of the clown suit and cunningly disguised himself as an ordinary person.
Looks like I'm up against a mastermind.
Yeah, thanks for that insightful piece of information.
What was the name on the label?
It was a foreign name. Todrick, I think.
Did you get the address?
There wasn't one, monsieur. Only a telephone number.
Well, I don't expect you to remember a phone number you've only seen once.
74 98 08 59.
You're kidding. That's his phone number?
Yes, that's it. A little trick with numbers that I learned in the desert. I was taught the technique by a Tuareg shaman.
That's incredible.
It comes in handy at the supermarket checkout. Do I get a reward?
Honesty, monsieur, is its own reward.
Then I'm glad I do not rely on honesty to pay the bills.
Okay, cool. So we have the tailor's phone number. What else can you tell me about the
man
clown?
you apprehended.
He was a mean one, monsieur. He grabbed me in an armlock. His face suddenly next to mine. His grip was like iron, but he did not know what he was up against. Oh no, he made a big mistake when he took on one of the desert hyenas.
Yes, I get the picture.
So, what happened? Did he just run away and then you let him go? I mean, okay, let's not continue that line of questioning then.
Does the name Plantar mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, he doesn't know Plantard. Waitress?
Do you know the waitress at the cafe?
So you don't want to hear about my experiences in the desert? I fought to make this country what it is today.
I'm sure you did, but I'm a little short of time. Do you know the waitress at the cafe?
You can't suspect her, surely.
Just answer the question, please.
Yes, I know her. Quite well, you could say. She came to work at the cafe 7 months ago. I look forward all week to the relief she gives me when she visits.
Really? So you'd miss her if she wasn't there?
Oh, mais oui. Who else would I find to cut my toenails?
Oh, that's disgusting. Just for the record, I absolutely hate feet. I don't like anybody touching my feet. I don't like touching anybody else's feet. I don't even like touching my own feet. So the idea of somebody else cutting my toenails is just... I'm even starting to feel a bit funny just even talking about it. Yeah, that's disgusting, dude.
Was the guy you saw carrying a briefcase?
Why, yes, he was. Clutched in his arms like a baby.
That belonged to his victim.
Oh, what do you think was in it? Drugs? Stolen jewels?
I don't know, but the killer thought it was worth a man's life.
Nothing is worth that, monsieur.
What does this tissue mean to you?
Nothing, monsieur. It's disgusting. What on earth possessed you to show it to me? Someone had emptied their nostrils into it.
Yeah, well... Anyway.
I have to be going. Thanks to your help, the citizens of Paris can sleep a little easier tonight.
Vraiment? I was only doing my duty, monsieur. Good luck, Inspector. I hope you catch that killer soon. I'll let you out.
Well, we got some info from him.
I hope you find your man, Inspector.
So do I.
Okay, where's this taking us to? Ah, that's where the store leads. Okie dokie. Right, well, we have a phone number. I think it's worth having a word with the tailor, don't you? Now, how did we know his first initial was B? All the guy said was Todrick. But anyway.
Hello? Who is this?
Hi, my name's George Stobart. You don't know me.
Correct, Mr. Stobart, I don't. What can I do for you?
Well, I'm trying to trace one of your customers. Could I maybe come over and talk to you?
No, that's not possible.
Oh, okay, forget it. Listen, all I want is a name.
What are you talking about? Who are you working for?
I guess you might say I'm acting in the interests of truth and justice.
Ah, thank God. I thought you were the police.
There are innocent lives at stake, Mr. Todrick. Lives that you could save.
You're collecting for charity, yes?
No, I'm not. All I want from you is information.
Go on. I'm listening.
Do you know a guy called Plantar?
No, I never heard of him.
Shall I tell you what happened to Plantar? How he was killed in cold blood?
I told you, I never heard of Plantar.
Let's keep going.
I expect Plantar's a family man, don't you? In their little apartment, Madame Plantar is cooking the supper, listening for the familiar sound of her husband's key in the door. Junior is waiting for his daddy to come home from work. He can't wait to show him the merit marks he earned in school today. Only tonight, Monsieur Plantard won't be coming home.
You forgot the puppy.
Huh?
The faithful puppy dog, waiting for the sound of his master's voice.
Well, maybe they don't have a dog. What do you think?
I don't know, Plantard. I never heard of Plantard. None of this has anything to do with me.
Fair enough then.
What do you know about the clown who bombed the Café de la Chandelle Verte?
I don't have no idea what you're talking about.
You're cool, Todrick. But I think you know more than you're saying.
I don't know who you be, but sure I am you don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know if you're saying that to make me think you don't know what I mean, but... oh, this is ridiculous. Quit playing games with me, Todrick.
I tell you, I know nothing about no clown.
Also, how would he have heard about the bombing thus far? It wouldn't have got about that quickly, I don't think. Unless his shop is right next to it or something. Making assumptions there, George. But anyway, again, let's continue.
Did you know that one of your customers was a part-time clown?
If a guy feels happy with a funny nose and custard down his pants, what's the problem?
Hey, I mean, who's not happy with custard down their pants, eh? Okay, well, I think that's all we've got to talk to about Mr. Todrick today. Well, for the moment.
Thanks for nothing, Todrick.
Okay, so that was a bit of a bust. Back that way is the cafe. I don't think we need to go back there. We've got nothing really else to talk to Sergeant Moo about. So I think we can actually leave now. Actually, before we go, let me use the phone again just very quickly. And call Nicole.
Bonjour, Coulard.
It's me again, George Stobart.
Hi, George. Any news?
You bet. I met a witness who spoke to the clown. And I know where the killer gets his suits.
No kidding. Hey, I'm impressed.
You are? Well, it wasn't easy.
Look, why don't you come here to my apartment?
Fine. Where do you live?
361 Rue Jarry.
Okay, I'll come right over.
Okay, well, we have an address to go to, but I think we can investigate somewhere else a little first. So I think we've got another address that we might not have known about. Okay, not just yet, we haven't. Fair enough. We could go to the police station. Do we want to do that right now? Or do we want to talk to Nico first? Let's talk to Nico. This is a nice looking neighbourhood. Who's this lady selling flowers? Let's have a quick chat with her.
Oh, hi.
Bonjour, monsieur. Would you like me to foretell your future?
No
She's
thanks.
a fortune teller.
I'm very good, and it only takes a minute.
Thanks all the same, but I'm not superstitious. Besides, if it only takes a minute, that's not much of a future to look forward to.
He has a point. Okay, lots of things that we can talk to her about. I don't think that she's involved in our investigations, so I don't think we need to talk to her about any of this stuff. Let's see if she knows Nico.
Do you know a young woman called Nicole Collard?
Yes, I do. She lives upstairs from me, in the apartment block across the street. The door isn't locked, but you'll need to give it a gentle nudge. It sticks, you see, because of the damp. The landlord said he'd fixed it before winter sets in. He's been saying that for 3 years.
Okay. Anything else you can tell me about her?
How long has Mademoiselle Collard lived here?
A few months. She's in for a shock when the cold weather comes. Drafty windows, insufficient heating. It's a struggle to keep warm. The only reason I stay is because the rent is cheap. You're a young lady. She deserves better.
Okay, let's keep going.
I thought Mademoiselle Collard was a successful photographer.
Not as successful as she makes out for all her fine clothes. Oh, I've heard her crying herself to sleep at night.
That's awful.
Now don't you let on that I've told you. She's proud, that one. Too proud, if you ask me.
That is a bit sad. Okay, let's maybe cheer her up by getting her some flowers.
Are the flowers for sale?
Oui, monsieur.
Okay. I'll take a bunch of those white ones.
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
No?
They are lilies, monsieur. Some people associate them with death.
Yikes. Well, thanks for telling me.
Okay, what about some different ones?
What other flowers do you have?
Dahlias?
What do they signify?
Insecurity.
I don't want to give her the wrong idea about me. What about the tall yellow ones?
Those are iris, the flame of passion.
And the little yellow ones?
Sensuality.
Well, they're no use to me. I want to make an impression, not jump down her throat.
Okay, let's pass on the flowers then. Okay, let's talk about this whole fortune-telling stuff.
I've changed my mind. Will you tell my fortune?
You're going on a long journey.
My, oh my. What a surprise. Can you tell me anything I don't already know?
10 francs, please, my dear.
10 francs? That's a rip-off.
Please yourself.
How does this fortune-telling routine work?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be selling flowers for a living.
Haven't you ever wondered why you were blessed with the gift?
Well, it's a bit like satellite television, I suppose. Some of us are born with a built-in receiver dish. I just happen to be one of the lucky ones.
Can you really foretell the future?
Only time will tell, monsieur. The strange thing is, I can't seem to see myself in the future. Other people, I have no problem. But when I try to see what might happen to me, nothing.
That must be scary.
Maybe. I figure it's a kind of natural safety mechanism. Either that, or I don't have a future.
Well, that's a bit sad to think about, isn't it? Well, that's enough.
See you later.
That's right, monsieur. You will.
Okay, we'll let her get back to her knitting. Let's have a chat with Nico. That's what we came here for.
Remembering the flower seller's advice, I pushed the door gently just above the lock.
Nice apartment. Just let myself in.
Bonjour. I'm glad you could make it, monsieur.
Please, call me George.
Fine. I'm Nicole. Take a seat, George. Eh bien? And what have you been up to?
I've been exploring the sewers beneath the cafe.
I thought I could smell something bad.
The clown used the sewer to escape and to change out of his costume. I guess he was in a hurry. He left his jacket behind.
And?
I got his tailor's phone number. What's more, I know where he hired the clown suit, too.
You had better luck than I did.
Luck, she said. Luck! Hard work, I'd call it. What happened?
I took my photographs to the editor, but he wasn't interested. Can you believe it? He told me to drop the story.
But you're not about to do that.
Oh, no. I am going to find out what's behind these killings. You know what I think? It's a conspiracy. The police in 3 different countries have kept very quiet about the murders. The press don't connect them at all. They blame them on political, religious, or militant minority extremists.
Well, that covers just about everyone.
Right. What are we going to talk to her about?
I found this false nose in the sewer. It has La Risée du Monde printed inside it.
The laughing stock of the world. It's a costume shop near the Gare Saint-Lazare.
I'll check it out. Maybe the owner remembers who hired the clown costume.
Why don't you put it on, Georges?
No way am I wearing this. I'd look really stupid. Besides, he might have had a cold.
Okay.
I found a piece of material near the cafe. When I showed it to the concierge, he recognized it right away.
It's very distinctive, all right. Just wait until you see this. I developed the film I shot at the cafe. Here, George, it's an enlargement I made. Look what that guy's wearing.
Checkered pants. The same material as I found in the sewer.
That's right. This guy shouldn't be difficult to find.
Oh no?
Take a close look at his left cheek.
A scar. In the shape of a horseshoe.
Oh, a crescent moon.
Okay, didn't ask if you could take the photo there, George, but anyway. What else? Right, we were talking about these items, weren't we?
I found this tissue down the sewer.
Oh, that's disgusting, Georges.
I think the stuff on it is grease paint, like actors use. Or clowns.
It's still disgusting. Get rid of it.
If it's grease paint, that makes it a bit more useful. Okay, I think we've expended all of our items. We don't need to talk to her about the manhole key, or the photo that she just gave us, or the nose anymore. Let's talk to her about Plantard.
How did Plantard get your name?
For the newspaper, La Liberté, I'd written an article linking two unsolved murders, one in Italy and the other in Japan. The cases were remarkably similar. A wealthy victim, no apparent motive, and a costume killer. Plantard said he could supply me with more information. Somehow, the clown must have known about our appointment.
Interesting.
Tell me more about the clown's previous victims.
The first was Onno Bellotta, the millionaire pharmaceutical baron. He made his money from amphetamines in the post-war slimming and diet boom. Imagine it! Millions of housewives literally speeding their butts off.
Was he killed for his money?
No. He had no living relatives, and his fortune went to the orphanage where he'd grown up. The only witness in the case was his Filipino au pair. She swears he was lured to his death by a snowman.
Okay, a snowman in Italy. Fairly uncommon, I would say.
What about the clown's second victim?
Unless you're in the Alps, I guess.
The controversial Japanese green politician. He inherited his fortune from his father's electrochemical consortium. He was committed to dismantling Japan's automobile industry.
I can't see him gaining much support with a loony policy like that.
Yamada was a man of vision. He was years ahead of his time.
If you say so. How did he die?
At the hands, or should I say, flippers, of a giant emperor penguin.
Okay, now, emperor penguins are uncommon in Japan. You do get some penguins in Japan. I can't remember, they're the ones with the big eyebrows. I think. I can't remember what they're called. I'll put it up on the screen. But an emperor penguin, yeah, definitely an uncommon sight in Japan. Okay, continue please, Nico.
A snowman, a penguin, and now a clown. You know, I hate to admit it, but this is scary. And I'll tell you what, I won't be accepting any invitations to costume parties.
I don't blame you for being scared. I am too. But this story could be my only chance of a big break.
Or a premature death.
Okay, let's keep it light a bit, George. Okay, Nico, tell me about yourself.
Tell me more about yourself.
Oh, there is not much to tell.
Well, how did you get into photography?
I guess I owe that to my father. He bought my first camera. I was 8 and my parents had just split up.
Did you live with your father?
Yes, my mother went off with her new boyfriend. I don't mind. Papa was all I needed. 4 years later, he died in a plane crash.
Ah, I'm sorry.
Well, it's all right. I don't mind talking about him. He was more like an older brother, really, always joking and laughing. Papa always wanted I should study art. That's why I went to college.
Now, I don't know if the fact that she called her father Papa is a reference possibly to the old Renault adverts of Nicole, Papa. It's possible. But anyway, please do continue, my dear.
Did you learn about photography at college?
Oh, God, no. I couldn't afford the materials. We were billed for everything we used. Paint, canvas, paper. Most of my year turned to minimalism. It was cheaper. I used to go poaching in the park for squirrel hair. The only time I wasn't hungry was the term I did printing. I used to eat the potatoes.
You're making fun of me, aren't you?
Oh, no.
Okay, keep going. I want to know more about you, Nico.
Do you have a boyfriend?
That's none of your business.
Fair enough. I mean, she's right. It was quite forward. You said you didn't want to jump down her throat, George. Okay. Can I use your phone?
May I use your telephone?
Sure, go ahead.
Thanks.
Who am I going to call? I think I might give Todrick another call. Okay. We've put her address here now, and we've drawn a clown, which seems a bit strange, but anyway.
Hello? Who is this?
Mr. Todrick?
Oh, it's you again. What now?
Did you make a suit for a man with a scar on his face? A scar in the shape of a crescent moon?
Maybe. Maybe not.
Tell me where I can find him and I'll leave you alone.
And if I don't,
I won't leave you alone.
I can't tell you anything unless you give me his name.
Do you know where I can find the guy with the scar?
I told you. Without a name, I can't help you.
Okay, fair enough. It was a bit of a lead to go on, but not much of one.
Thanks for nothing, Todrick.
Yeah, thanks for nothing, Todrick. Right, well, we can't do an awful lot more here now, so we haven't done an awful lot this episode. We've just got a load of information. We've got some backstory from Nico. We've I know her name's Nicole. I refer to her as Nico because she also refers to herself as Nico, and that's just what I'm used to calling her. So we've got some backstory from Nico. We got some information potentially about the killer from the concierge, and we picked up a disgusting tissue. So I think next episode we're going to check out that costume shop. We'll have a chat with the police at the police station as well, and we'll see if we can't make some headway on this investigation. So all that's left for me to say is thanks for watching. Hope you join me for the next one, and until then, take care. I'll catch you later. Bye-bye. If you like that video, please do hit the like button and consider subscribing to the channel. It would help me out a hell of a lot. And click the notifications bell to find out when I post new content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.